Raise your hand if you played a sport growing up. This can be from basketball to tennis to even bike riding. If I were to ask any of you right now, I bet you can tell me at least one fond memory you have of your sport. This is where playing sports as a child gets you. You gain so many impacts from playing sports, especially in your adolescence. Children should play at least one sport growing up because of the physical benefits. It improves your communication skills and impacts your self-esteem. My parents placed me in sports when I was growing up. I did gymnastics, basketball, soccer, and volleyball. They did this to show me that, to try to get me to have a full childhood, make the experiences that they made growing up, and to see if I can find something I like and take it with me later in life. First, physical benefits. Then I'm going to speak of communication skills, how it impacts social skills and bond making. Then self-esteem. First, physical benefits. This is obvious, but playing sports keeps your body moving. You know, as technology progresses, the more people are dependent on it and more used to using stuff like that. But even though it's good for entertainment purposes, but it doesn't really have an impact on your health and how you are socially. So playing sports helps to get kids out of the house instead of sitting playing technology all day. It helps with health. A study from the American Cancer Society and National Cancer Institute states that exercise can lower a person's risk of 13 different types of cancer. This can include colon, breast, liver, and lung cancer. You know, as you grow older, the risk of getting sick and your body becomes weaker is greater, but if you play sports in your adolescence, that can help lower your risk of getting all sorts of issues later in life. And playing sports helps mentally. Excessive exercise releases endorphins to help relieve stress. There was a study that shows that people that play sports have a higher chance of sleeping better, communicating, and overall being happier. Communication skills. Most sports require you being on a team, so you all work towards a common goal. Like, compare your classroom peers to your sport peers. Your classroom peers may have the goal of getting the grade, but your sport peers have the goal of winning the game. You can surround people that you want to be surrounded with, and you make those bonds to grow towards your peers. And you learn the basic structures of rules and communications, like for penalties and rules, for example. If you know that if you make a mistake on the field, you know that there will be a penalty that comes along with it, and you don't want to make that penalty, so you'll try hard not to. And playing sports in your adolescence helps build bonds. The blog, The Benefits of Youth Sports and Child Development, states children who participate in youth sports tend to develop stronger peer relationships and have higher likelihood in participating in civic activities. These things do what many screens do not, so that's why I urge you to include your children in sports when they're growing up. And lastly, self-esteem. Let's say you win a big game you've been practicing for. You feel accomplished, like scoring a goal or being awarded or praised. For example, after I finished my soccer thing, they gave me these awards. I realized that they gave these to everyone, but at the moment, I felt really proud of myself for what I did because I participated. I knew, like, I put in practice to do my best in it. It creates memories that won't easily be forgotten. Like, compare your 6th grade history teacher to scoring a big game. The more you practice, the better you become at it too. The article, How Playing Sports Benefits Your Child, states that kids also build self-confidence by seeing results from practicing the sport and positive outcomes. Knowing that you put in the work and effort to get the results you want helps impact self-esteem. And if you grow that self-esteem as a child, you can take that later on in life. Self-esteem stays with the kid, but the experience is not easily forgotten. In conclusion, children should play at least one sport growing up because of physical benefits, communication skills, and self-esteem. So with this information, I urge you to consider placing your child in at least one sport. It can give them something beneficial and impactful to do. When I say sports, I'm not talking about the extreme or common sports like basketball or football. This can be from like dance, golf, archery, just anything can keep your body moving. And they could find a love and take it with them later on in life. Thank you.